Hey everybody, and welcome back to Not That Kind of a Channel. My name is Peter, and in today's video I will change the oils on our front and rear differential. So why I'm doing this? Land Rover recommends that you change your differential oil every 10 years or every 240,000 kilometers or 150,000 miles. So, but this only is for the front differential and for the open rear differential, which means if you have an electronic torque managed differential on the back, you have to change your oil every 75,000 miles and 120,000 kilometers or every 5 years. So in our case, we have an open differential on the back and a normal one on the front. And I have to say, this is for all cars, even it's a petrol one or it's a diesel one. So the oil which you normally, or which Land Rover recommends you to put in is a 70W90, but I will go for a 75W140. So the difference between those two is the kinematic viscosity, which means that there is a better temperature viscosity behavior on the 140. So I will put this one in. I also have to say I put this one in on our old Land Rover Discovery 4 and I drove it 3 or 4 years and I had never had a problem with this, even in the cold temperatures. So I will link you also this one and the other ones in the description below, so where you can find this one. I think the price for one bottle was for me 30 euros or something like that. But I have to say that the 140 is about 3 to 5 euros more expensive than the other one. For the front, we will need about, I think, 0.6 or exactly, I think it's 0.56 liters. And on the back, for the open one, we will need 1.18 liters. And if you have, as I said before, the electronic torque managed one, you will need about 1.72 liters or something like that. But I will also link it in the description below, so you will find every technical details there. Yeah. Okay, what did I already do? I already dismantled our underbody protection plate here. So I already prepared this one. And now, yeah, I would say let's start and let's drain the front differential and then the back one. So for the front, I will show you where the filling plug is, because make sure that always the filling plug gets first out and then the draining plug, because otherwise, yeah, you know what could happen. This could be a problem. So I don't know if you can see this one. There are those two big bolts, and there is a really small hexagon one on the top of them. I think maybe we can zoom in a bit. So yeah, this one here on the top of it, this is the filling plug for the front differential. So the next step is I will use this 8mm hexagon key, or you can also use an Allen key for this. And then I will get the filling plug out. Okay, so let's start this one and I will come back after I did this. Let's have a look if I can get in there. So, yep. Okay, I got out the filling plug. As you can see here, it's a bit dirty and I think it's not really wet, I mean, a bit. But I will go now under the car and do the draining of this one. So we're now under the car and here is your draining plug for your differential. You need this oil key. I think it's a, I hope you can see this. It's a 3/8. And then you put this in and let's drain this one here. Okay. I'll place. Okay. And as we can see here, there is already dirt on it. I think there's metallic parts. You can see this one. I will clean this and then, yeah, I will show you how much dirt was on here. I will now let this drain out for a few minutes and then we start the filling with the 0.56 liters of new oil. Now I will clean this one, so I hope you can look at this, how much metal is on here. Do you see this? So this is all the dirt from your differential, and if you don't clean this one and if you don't change your oil over time, this will break, and yeah, you have to put a lot of money in it to get this work done. As you can see, look at this. I hope you can see this, how much dirt is on this draining plug here. Now that everything is out and I cleaned our plug here, I have to say this one, the 3/8 one, is screwed in with a torque amount of 28 Newton meters. If you have the hexagon one, then you have to put it in with 54 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, we already reached it. We'll clean this up here and then we go back to the filling. So I will now use my oil pump and suck the oil out and get this one in, because with the hose on the oil bottle I can't reach the filling hole. So yeah. So we have now 200 milliliters. I will put in about 0.6 liters, so I think this is also okay. So I will do this 2 times and then I will back and then we will screw the filling plug in. We will now get the filling plug back in and then I will do a cleanup and then we will change to the rear differential. So this one is in. We're now on the backside of the car, and the rear differential is behind your spare wheel. So I will show you where it is and where the drain plug and the filling plug is. So let's come with me and I will show you this. I've placed the camera so you can see. Up here is the filling plug and here's the draining plug. So it's the same as on the front, but as you can see here, those screws are really rusty. So I hope I can get this one out easily, and also on the bottom here. Yeah, and I would say we will do this now. Get first out, like before, the filling plug and then the draining plug. And this is why it is important that you get out your filling plug first and then your draining plug. Okay, there's no oil coming out, and yeah, this one is not that dirty as the front one. Okay, then I will go to the draining plug here. For the rear differential, we are now coming to our 3/8. I think this is also 3/8. I hope it is. Yeah, it is, but it's also rusty as hell. I think I should have bought some new screws or some new plugs. So let's get this one in the correct position. But the oil, as you can see, looks really good. And here we need the same amount of torque than on the front. Then we will get to our filling hole up here, and I will put now the 1.1 1.8 liters in. I think I will get 1.2, so everything is fine. So this is the first one of 6, and yeah. It's not a really difficult task, but you have to take your time to get this done, even with a small pump like I have here. So this will take the time. Okay, after I finish this one, I'll be back, and then let's talk about this one. I will show you why it's necessary to change your oil. Because as you can see here, there are some metal parts in. The rusty ones are from the underbody, so these are not from the differential, but the small ones, as you can see here and here, these are from the differential. And this is why you should change your differential more often and not all 240,000 kilometers, like Land Rover said. So I'm done for today, and I hope you liked the video, and if you get some useful information out of it, it would be really great if you give me a like. And if you want to see more from that kind of content and what I will do in our Land Rover Discovery 4 and how I will restyle it and everything else, just subscribe. Guys, have a nice day and see you soon. Bye.